Greetings, welcome to Facts About Everything. I'm your host, James Egan. Today we're going to talk about the Marvel characters, the Celestials. Now you might be thinking, I never heard of the Celestials. Who cares about them? What do they do that's important? The Celestials created mutants on Earth. And that is the first fact about the Celestials. Let's dive in. The Celestials debuted in Eternals #1 in 1976. A Celestial briefly appears in the film Guardians of the Galaxy. By the way, that Celestial is called the Searcher. Don't worry, I'll get to him. In the film Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, Ego classifies himself as a Celestial, although he isn't one in the comics. Also, check out my video about Ego the Living Planet if you haven't already seen it. The Sicarian Guards in Thor Ragnarok are based on the designs of the Celestials' armor. The Celestials are one of the oldest races in the universe, and they are the most powerful species in existence. How strong are they? Well, Galactus is often considered to be the strongest being in the Marvel Universe. Despite how strong Galactus is, it would only take 3 Celestials to overpower him. But there's not 3 of them. There's loads of them. The Celestials travel through the universe tinkering with the DNA of different species. Although it varies, there's usually about 20 Celestials at any one time. The Celestials are immortal and have almost unlimited ability to control matter and energy. Their armor is virtually indestructible, and only something of insane strength like the Hulk, or magic like Thor's hammer, could even dent it. The Celestials altered human DNA thousands of years ago. As a result, they create a strain of humans called Homo superior. Homo superior are more commonly known as mutants. And now you know. To save time and effort, the Celestials super evolve certain organisms and then use them as messengers to navigate throughout the universe, including Earth, just to monitor things. They will then report back to the Celestials to know the progress of each planet's evolution. These envoys or messengers are known as Eternals. When the Eternals arrived on Earth, it was populated by our ancestors Homo erectus. The Eternals used a small red machine known as the Apple that, if used on an organism, would overdevelop its neocortex. This would allow the organism to have intellect and self-awareness. This means that the entire concept of the Garden of Eden and how an apple brings knowledge is supposed to be a misunderstanding of what actually happened with the Eternals giving knowledge to our ancestors. Which sounds like a great idea, except the Bible actually never says the forbidden fruit is an apple. It just says it's a fruit. In the original translation it said tapawak, which means scented fruit, which would probably mean a quince or a fig. But good try, Marvel. 20,000 years ago, the Celestials created the Deviants on Earth. The Deviants became so intelligent they created a paradise called Atlantis. The Celestials were impressed with the Deviants and left Earth. When they returned centuries later to catalogue the Deviants' progress, they were disappointed to learn that they had turned against the Celestials. As punishment, the Celestials destroyed Atlantis. The Celestials are 2,000 foot high. The Celestials are so powerful they can move planets without exerting themselves. They've been nicknamed the Space Gods. And now, let's look at the actual Celestials themselves. The leader of the Celestials is called Arishem the Judge. He decides whether the civilization of a planet will live or die. If the Judge is not satisfied with the standard of life on a planet, he commands Exetar the Exterminator to destroy it. Ashima the Listener evaluates if other beings deserve to become new Celestials. Ashima the Listener is also the only female of the race. The Blue Celestial is the first Celestial whose birth was documented. The Gardener personally monitors the mutant Apocalypse on Earth. Apocalypse is the world's most powerful mutant. His immense power is directly derived from celestial technology. The Dreamer is a rogue Celestial who does as he pleases. Devron the Experimenter and Gamil the Manipulator personally monitor Earth. Eson the Searcher seeks out any phenomena throughout the universe that he believes should be of interest to the Celestials. Gammonon the Gatherer collects samples of all life that she finds. Hargan the Measurer documents all the planets the Celestials visit. Jemiah the Analyzer has to analyze every life form or samples of life forms that they come in contact with. Nezar the Calculator is the greatest mathematician in the universe, so it can calculate when an organism is going to reach a certain point in its evolution, or how far away a certain planet is. He's also an expert in projection illusions. Skathen the Approver approves or disapproves every decision that the Celestials make. Onig the Prober devises experiments on all the living beings that they encounter. After the Prober experiments on a planet's life forms, they'll be put through a series of tests by Ziran the Tester. If they fail, they die. Tefrel the Surveyor's job is to make a map of all the planets that the Celestials have visited. The Celestials usually combine verbs when they speak, so they talk like this. You've been caught surrounded. Do not move, run, hide, or you'll be destroyed, obliterated, annihilated. a new Celestial can be created by consuming the mass of an entire galaxy. And finally, their language is so complicated that if somebody of normal intelligence, like a human being, tried to speak it, they would go insane or catatonic. If there's any other cosmic beings of the Marvel Universe you want me to talk about, like the In-Betweener, Eternity, the Living Tribunal, whatever the hell this is, let me know and I'll upload a video as soon as possible. Also, if you want to know more about the Celestials and how they created humanity, check out the 2003-2004 series, The Eternal, which ran for 6 issues. I must stress, although this is Marvel, this comic is 18 over. This comic is very 18 over, so just prepare for that if you're gonna get it. To learn more facts, check out my books on Amazon. They're available on paperback and Kindle. Thanks for watching. See you again.